Milley, I'm the president of Nexus Coastal Resource Management. We're a small consulting firm in Halifax, Nova Scotia that has been working on a number of fisheries and aquaculture projects across the Caribbean over the past number of years. I'm quite familiar with the region, having worked with the CRFM in its predecessor stage of CFRAM. We'll be talking about some of the barriers that limit fisheries and aquaculture from fully contributing to food security that we identified through these projects. As we've all heard this morning, fish is an important source of food throughout the West Indies. However, like all regions, the Caribbean food systems are vulnerable to trade disruption caused by supply chain interruptions, either through climate change impacts, hurricanes, for example, global security issues such as the invasion of the Ukraine, and labor market disruptions, as we all experienced through COVID-19, but more recently, due to labor management disputes in the global transportation industry. Fisheries and aquaculture are significant contributors to the local supply of food in the Caribbean. However, enhancing food security will require attention to advancing climate resilience in the fishery and aquaculture industries, greater utilization of harvests in the local market, and diversification of products available through aqua production. And we just heard another area where diversification is possible through utilization of offal from fish processing. Opportunities to increase the contribution of fisheries that we identified relate to increased health and safety measures, technological development for production and processing, and increasing public awareness on the nutritional value, production development opportunities, and new employment opportunities. Food security depends not only on a stable supply of food and a sufficient quantity of food, but also on a safe supply of food. Currently, efforts are being made to enhance the quality and health safety of food systems and food production from the fisheries and aquaculture in the Caribbean, and we'll be hearing about this after. This is necessary for these industries to better contribute to food security. Safe and healthy products can better displace imported food, particularly in the tourist market, and ensuring the supply contributes to the nutritional well-being and health of local residents. Not only is food security an issue, food sovereignty is becoming more and more of an issue where people are in control of the supply of food through local production, and food safety and food sovereignty go hand in hand. At present, there is a need to enhance the standards for safe handling of fish and from the harvest to the retail outlet. This will require new regulations and enhancement of monitoring capacities across the value chain, not just at the harvest, but at every stage of the handling of fish to the consumer. Enhancing the use and utilization of harvest will benefit from the development of new products and diversification of species available in the marketplace. Again, we just heard about this. This will include value-added processing, which can provide a wider range of products to meet consumer needs across all income levels. This also creates new employment opportunities, which further enhance food security. An important consideration of food security is having the financial capacity to purchase safe, quality food, period. This may require investment in technology development, in production and processing, as well as support for fisheries innovation to develop new products and use of fish waste. Introducing new products in the marketplace or alternative uses of species currently harvested often requires raising public awareness. Making consumers aware of new products from aquaculture or raising awareness of new products made from traditionally harvested species may require investment in consumer education. Furthermore, using foraging species for food production instead of bait will require raising fishers' awareness of alternative bait sources for large pelagic fisheries. This involves investment in alternative bait development. And this is a global issue. The world is aware that foraging species are being fished down for the purpose of catching larger, more valuable large pelagics. But that's taking food out of the system and thus reducing food security. Displacing imported foods through the increased consumption of local fisheries and aquaculture products may require clear policy and investment in program support from governments. This involves setting clear health and safety standards that are measurable and establishing consistent monitoring capacity, support for technology development, raising public awareness of new products and new developments across the value chain, education and skills training programs for value chain development, research support to establish guidelines for climate resilient fisheries and aqua production that avoid dependence on climate change vulnerable areas along the coast. This kind of research and these programs usually depend on collaboration between industry, government, and academia. And that's something that as a company we've been actively supporting, not just in the Caribbean, but elsewhere as well. We go into this in more detail, all of this in more detail on our paper, and we look forward to having it reviewed by you in the future. Thank you.